Video. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be talking more about jailbreaking iPhones. So in this tutorial, we're going to be jailbreaking the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus. And I'm sure there's other iPhones that this works with as well, so you can probably use them with this as well. It works basically the same. We're going to be using Palera1n for this, which is a semi-tethered jailbreak, which means that when you reboot your device, it'll just reboot back into stock iOS, and then you'll have to use a computer to jailbreak it again, but your tweaks and everything that you've installed will be preserved. With that out of the way, let's get started. So now there is a terminal that we have to open here. And we have to paste in a command, which is the Palera1n install command. So let me grab that. A link will be in the description as well, or not the link. The command will be in the description as well. So I'll just grab that now. So I've got the command, and so it's the same for Mac OS and Linux. So depending on what operating system you're on, it doesn't support Windows. So depending on what operating system you're on, it should be okay. So you're just going to paste that in, just like that. And you might be prompted to enter your password, so I'll do that. And it's just going to run the Palera1n install script, and it should automate the rest of it. So now we can type Palera1n, and then we can type -L or -F, depending on whether you want a rootless or rootful jailbreak. You don't need to run this command as root. I'm not sure why. You need to run the install script as root, but not the actual jailbreak. So I just basically recommend going with the rootless jailbreak because there's a much higher chance that it will work. Like, rootful isn't compatible with some devices, though you can try rootful, and if it doesn't work, just try again using rootless and it should be fine. So you can choose what you want. I know from experience that rootful does not work on my iPhone 8 Plus here, so I'm going to be using the rootless option. So it's going to put the device in recovery mode. So I'm just watching on the device, and it should show the connect to iTunes, or no, that's for old iPods. It should show the, I guess, connect to your computer screen. And see, now Finder is starting to be annoying, and Palera1n is saying press enter when. Get out. No, get out. And Palera1n is saying press enter when ready for DFU mode. So that's what we want. So now I'm going to enter DFU mode is a manual process, and I'm going to be guiding you through it. So I'll just start recording on my other iPhone, and so I can do that now. So we're now filming on my other iPhone, and as you can see, the iPhone 8 Plus here is in recovery mode. Now we need to put it in DFU mode from recovery mode. So you can do this yourself, or Palera1n has a built-in timer that can help you for timing the button presses, because there's it's kind of hard to get right. So I'm just gonna use the timer thing because it is very helpful. So to get to the timer, you just have to press enter when your computer says press enter when ready for DFU mode, and it's just gonna give you a timer. So hold volume down and side button for a few seconds, and then release the power button and continue holding the volume down for another few seconds, and then the process should just continue. Alright, so the device is rebooted, and as you can see, we are jailbroken. See, we have the Palera1n app on our home screen here. and we can choose a package manager. We can choose between any of these, and we can tap on install the package manager of your choice, and it's going to prompt us to set a root password. So you can set this to whatever you want, but make sure you remember it. And you can tap on set password, and it's going to install the package manager. And there it is. So we can open that up. Sure, you can deny or accept it. And you can no, not there. Not there. You can see all the packages there. And you can get those. And you can yeah, and you're fully jailbroken now, so you can do that, and it's cool. And so yeah, I'd say that about wraps it up for today's tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I have an account on the Internet Archive where I upload pre-installed VM hard drive images if you're lazy and like installing virtual machines. And so yeah, that's about it. I will see you in the next video.